Get off the field.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator. Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball? Sit. Rock it.
On first down, it's Lamb. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
The 30-yard line.
Second and 5. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
57 to Mike.
Operating from the gun. Costello, open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike's 57's right. I'm coming after you. Hey, check Mike 57.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Costello. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
57 to Mike. Hey, exit. 57 to Mike. 57.
From the gun, Costello. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
57 Mike 57. Let's go, defense. Hey, here we go. Alert 3. Topper. Hard. Just 31. Check. Watch out. Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Lamb. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Go. Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, check Mike 57. Check. 57. Mike.
Operating from the gun, Costello, and that's knocked away and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. His secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and you know the coaches just got it.
Now a hit and a loose football. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. Chubb on the counter. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
36.
They'll run on 1st down. Lamb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready.
At the 7-yard line.
Kill. You draw Porker. Kill, turn up. Undercrunch. Hey, switch gears. Check 3. Look at me. Door. Get it.
On 2nd down now, it's Lamb. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Lamb. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That's taken it around the 40. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. throw on second down. Britt. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Britt. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
57, 57's Mike. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
On 1st and 10, Costello. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Britt. And he'll find Hall. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check Mike 54, Mike 54. Check pass.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw. Britt. And it'll be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, wahoo! 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Okay.
From the gun, Costello. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To throw again. Costello. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
He's coming, double up. Please,
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Here's 2nd and 8. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
High 7. Mike, 57. What we got? 5.
Operating from the gun. Costello. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Britt. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but
okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
60 Pittsburgh. Watch the curl. Showing it. Hey, lock it. On
3rd down, Costello. He sets to fire deep and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the 2nd half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Watch twins. Switches.
To throw on 2nd down. Britt, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Mike's 57's Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, zoom. Kill. Now.
Back to throw. Costello. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. The Browns drive about to get started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing on third and long. Costello. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think, with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead here. Where we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more...
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Set,
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Hey, box truck. Ready?
Looking to throw on second down. Costello. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Costello. But it's brought in by Washington. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Let's 8 reads. Check 53. Two-jet bomber.
First check 99. Check 99.
Switch.
On first down, it's Lamb. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Costello. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Watch the edge.
4 out.
6 guys. Check the backer.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Let's go, V, let's go.
To throw on second down. Costello. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Operating from the gun. Costello, and that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They lost 2 there, and it's third down. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Back to throw. Britt, they set up the screen to Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Looking to throw on second down. Costello. That's caught by Howard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Ready?
To throw on second down. Costello. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Let's go.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Looking to throw. Costello nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Hey, exit. Get it.
Back to throw. Costello. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Here we go.
Go, go.
Sponge. No, no, no. Shift. Hey, watch it.
80 weapon.
Check. Hey.
On the ball.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A give running right is Chubb. He finds some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On second down, Daly. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. 8, read. Hey, Charlie. Check back.
Following the fumble recovery, Costello. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We got double up. Under 10.
On 4th down, Costello. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On first down, Costello. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Steelers' 13-yard line.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Cleveland, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit